My name is Jonathan, and I have a problem. I have been on the search for a thin and lightweight Windows PC that can handle all of my needs. You see, from 9 to 5, I'm a professional. I'm a creator. I have to have something that can easily cut 4K video in apps like DaVinci Resolve and Premiere Pro. I also need a color-accurate display. I need something with pretty good speakers, a great keyboard, and I need to be able to get all of the power of this laptop without having to be plugged into the wall. Now, after 5 p.m., I want to be able to use this same machine to have some fun on it. I want to be able to watch movies on it, but more importantly, I want to be able to game on it. If you guys saw my last Asus video, then you know exactly how I feel about the ZenBook S14. That laptop is amazing. It's able to handle all of my content creation, but also it's still able to game. This right here is the ZenBook S14 that I featured in that video. This is the dark gray color, but guess what? I also now have the silver version, and look how beautiful this thing is. These are both made of Asus's exclusive Ceraluminum, which is a balance between ceramic and aluminum. If you missed my last videos, go back and watch them where I break down what Ceraluminum is. I'm not gonna do it in this video, but just know that when you hold these, they feel like ceramic. You won't find any cheap plastic components on these laptops. Plus, like, the geometric design on the front really looks nice. You're also gonna get incredible durability thanks to that Ceraluminum material. I've been using this gray laptop for like 2.5 months, and this thing hardly has any scratches on it. And I didn't even receive this laptop new. This was a used laptop from Asus. To go along with the design, we also have a great port selection, especially for a laptop that is 14 inches and this thin and lightweight. There's 2 USB-C Thunderbolt 4 ports that support power delivery charging. We have one USB-A 3.2 Gen 2 port. Then we have one HDMI 2.1 port and a 3.5mm combo audio jack. I guess my only complaint when it comes to the design and port selection of the S14 is the fact that it doesn't have an SD card slot, or even a micro SD card slot for that matter. But to me, it's not that big of a deal because I have tons of docks and dongles because I have to use them on my MacBook anyways. My mornings are typically chaos. I have a toddler that is going crazy. He's about to be 3 years old, so we're trying to take care of him in the morning. I'm trying to take care of my wife while she's taking care of him to make sure she's okay. And then in the process of all of that, I'm trying to get all of my work done. So ideally, what I've been trying to do is wake up before they wake up and then get my work done, which is pretty much emails, organizing anything that I did the day before, writing scripts, and doing some research. And I've been using the S14 for that. And because it's so portable, I don't have to sit at my desktop and do all this. I can sit right here in my kitchen and enjoy a nice cup of coffee, or I can go out to a coffee shop. This is where the Intel Core Ultra 7 processor comes in. It's not just raw speed, it has an integrated NPU capable of delivering 40+ TOPS. That means fast, secure, on-device AI functionality. I'm using Copilot Plus features locally, and it's keeping me in the flow without having to worry about any performance issues. Now, don't get me wrong, there are features that are part of Copilot Plus that do require an online connection, especially if you're trying to get information from the web. So let's get a little nerdy. To do that, we're gonna put on our glasses, and we're gonna break down the specs on these laptops. When compared to older Intel chips, the Intel Core Ultra 7 258V processor gives you 3 big wins. We have better efficiency, a way stronger integrated Arc GPU, which is the Arc 140V Xe2. And of course, we have that modern media and AI engine that we previously talked about. The Intel Core Ultra 7 has 4 performance cores that go up to 4.8 GHz. It also has 4 efficient cores. It also uses LPDDR5X memory with very high bandwidth, which helps both the CPU and GPU feed frames and effects quickly. Now, speaking of memory, you can get these laptops with up to 32 GB of RAM and a 1 TB SSD. That SSD is user upgradable all the way up to an 8 TB if you want to. However, the RAM is soldered onto the motherboard, so you can't upgrade that. If you're into video editing, this new Intel Arc GPU is going to give you great timeline playback, especially when it comes to GPU accelerated effects like transitions, color grading, and some third-party plugins. Lunar Lake also includes an updated media engine, or QuickSync, which is a hardware decoder and encoder for H.264, HEVC, VP9, and AV1, and it supports very high resolutions like 8K up to 60 frames per second and HDR. But by far, the biggest reason why I love these new Intel chips in these laptops specifically is the fact that you can go into Asus's software and you can change the performance from Whisper all the way up to its highest mode, whether you're plugged in or off the battery. The way that Asus is doing the thermals here is excellent. I mean, I gotta say, it doesn't get too hot. The fans do get pretty loud, especially when you're in that highest performance mode. Now, if you're big into export times, here's some numbers for you, both plugged in and unplugged. So you can see there's really not that big of a difference whether you're using wall power or not. The Core Ultra 7 258V processor is very efficient. It's a 17-watt 3nm chip. For light use and video playback, you can expect anywhere between 16 to 19 hours of battery life on these, but when you're doing content creation, that number does drop significantly depending on the performance mode that you're in. It's really hard to rate it because it all depends on your environment as well. Like if you're in a hot environment and those thermals need to work harder, then of course you're gonna get worse battery life. But if you're in a cooler environment and those fans don't have to ramp up as much, you're gonna get slightly better battery life. Performance and specs aren't the only reason why these laptops are great for creators. The display on these laptops is also top notch. The ZenBook S14 features a 14-inch 3K 2880 by 1800 16:10 display. This is the Asus Lumina OLED panel. It's a 120Hz display. It produces 100% of the DCI-P3 color space, 100% of the sRGB color space, and they're Pantone validated. You're gonna get Display HDR True Black 500 class certification with infinite contrast. Oh yeah, and the last thing I wanna talk about are the speakers on these two laptops. So they have 4 speakers total, you have 2 subwoofers and 2 tweeters, and they sound incredible, which is way different than my past experiences with Windows laptops. Here's an example of the speaker performance on the S14 versus a different Windows laptop that I happen to have. As far as the mics go on these laptops, they do feature a multi-mic array, and just like the speakers, they are Harman Kardon, and they support Windows Voice Assistant. To give you an example of everything, here is a quick sample using the webcam and the built-in mics. This is what you can expect from the webcam on the ZenBook S14, recording a short video. We do have a few AI effects, so right now nothing is turned on. If I turn on auto framing, it should kind of zoom in if I back up a little bit. I know it does take a minute. There it goes. Now, if I turn on eye contact, it should help me maintain eye contact with the screen. So if I kind of like glance to the side a little bit, it'll kind of correct for that. Then we have background effects. So something similar to what you would get in a Zoom call. So if I tap on that, this is standard blur. And then this is portrait blur. One thing I didn't talk about was how awesome this keyboard is. It's one of my favorite keyboards. Let me give you a quick example of what it sounds like, as well as the trackpad. So here we go. Did you hear that? Or did you not hear that? Like, it is so quiet, but yet still very tactile. I love that it's not clicky or clacky, and it's perfect for working in an environment where you have a lot of people around you. So with the workday done, all of my tasks complete, it's time to game on this thing. Let's see what it can do. I used to think that I needed a dedicated GPU and be plugged into the wall in order to game at high frame rates or even at 1080p resolution with a decent frame rate, but the way these Intel graphics are performing, I'm really, really impressed. This is changing my entire mindset on what an integrated GPU can do. Now, in order to get the best performance possible with great looking visuals, you do need to enable XeSS or Intel Xe superscaling if the game supports it. This is an upscaler, so even though you might be gaming in low settings or a lower resolution, it's actually going to sharpen the frame and make it look a lot more visually appealing, while still retaining the higher FPS. And of course, when you combine the display with the quad speaker setup, you get a pretty immersive gaming experience, despite these laptops being super thin and lightweight. Obviously, the reason why gaming performance is so good on these laptops is due to the Intel Core Ultra 7 Series 2 processor combined with the upgraded ARC graphics. So not only are you getting great battery life even when gaming, but you're able to retain the performance that you get plugged in versus being unplugged, which is something that I'm not used to on Windows laptops. With all of the geeky stuff out of the way, we can finally take off our glasses and wrap this video up. In my opinion, these laptops are perfect for my needs. They're exactly what I was looking for. Great for content creation, productivity, and all of my office work, but also I can have some fun on them. And I can upgrade the SSD, which I can't do on my MacBook. Of course, I still have my desktop PC for more complex video edits, but for portability and for travel, these will be my go-to, especially the silver one. I absolutely love this color. But at the end of the day, these are all my thoughts. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Would you go with the ZenBook S14 over a 15-inch MacBook Air, or do you have a different laptop in mind? I love hearing from you guys, so sound off down below. Outside of that, I really appreciate you watching the video. Subscribe for more videos just like this, and I'll see you beautiful people in the next one.